morning guys, welcome back to Derby Koi, and what a glorious day it is today. Ran at the main pond at the moment, just doing filters and stuff, everything is doing here. Had a busy morning already, so we'll talk about that in a minute. So just doing these, letting them boil and wherever it's going to do. So I mean, look at that sky, beautiful day, beautiful day. In the t-shirt, look, again, lovely and warm. Main pond, all looking good. The lilies really starting to shoot up now. I have noticed a little bit of blanket weed, or more, not quite blanket weed yet, but it's starting to grow, so keep my eye on that. I might have to do a little treatment on that. I did go and buy 2 more of them. I've got to put them up. So let's go into the bunker. Let's go in here. It's going to be bloody warm in here, 36 degrees. Still haven't sorted my food out, still put the pile of food. I need to sort that into my empty tubs I've got. So right, first things first, I want to say a massive thank you to Richard at Shrewsbury Koi, another one to the collection. Cheers mate, really appreciate that. And a double-sided one as well, so I can put it in either end. That's a left-handed mug, and I've got the right-handed mugs over there so you can see them. So a massive thank you to Richard at Shrewsbury Koi. If you haven't already, pop on over to his channel. I'll leave a link down in the description. Pop on over, give him a sub, and tell him that Bisley sent you. So again, cheers for that, Rich. Appreciate that. Right, now, I went out this morning. I had a message from and spoke to Ken at the Koi collection to say one of the breeds one of the varieties I'm waiting for is coming out of quarantine. So I went down there, had a look, and yes, guilty as charged. I'll come back with some. I can't help myself. It's becoming an obsession. I've got a problem. I know I have. I can't help it. Anyway, I was only going to buy a couple. I actually come back with 4. So they're just floating at the moment. So I'm going to put them in the bowl and I'll show you what I got. And I will be going back again in probably another 2 weeks, because he's got the other ones coming out of quarantine that I've been waiting for, and I'm probably going to end up coming back with some of them as well. But that's going to be that'll be it then. That'll be the last, he says. Yeah, right. So they've been in there. In fact, they can come out any time now. So let me get them in the bowl, and we'll have a look at them, and we'll see what we got. So let's get them in the bowl. Here we go in the bowl. We've got some cracking on over there. Little Akamatsubas. These are going to be beauties. Very, very happy with these, Nate, and a really good price. I got a really good price on these. Now the smallest one, which is that one, is 13.5 cm, and the biggest is that one, is 15 cm. I just think they're crack. I've always wanted an Akamatsuba. I just think they're a lovely little fish, beautiful colour. I think when they are bigger, as that pattern comes out on the top, that roving pattern, the scalation on them. I mean, that, even though that one there, where is it? There he is. Only little, and that pattern on him is really good pattern. So that's 4 more to my collection, and as I say, these are really nice. And I completely forgot what the breeder was on these. I need to find that out. I completely forgot about the breeder. He did tell me, or he was on the thing. So when I went down there, I didn't do any filming really. I just wanted to go and have a look at the fish and have a chat with Ken. But really happy with these indeed. Yeah, as I said, into the Koi collection. I didn't do any filming, didn't take the camera with me. I just had my phone So I just wanted to, I've been there a few times now, but always been trying to look at the fish, but again trying to film as well. And I just wanted to go in and have a really good look round and enjoy the fish. So I went into some of the quarantine areas again. Some of the stuff he's got in there, he's got some absolutely crackers coming out of quarantine still, and then in there some really nice fish in there. So I didn't want to be messing around filming. I just wanted to go and have a look and see what he's got in there and where he's got coming out. So I didn't film, but I said I'm going back in 2 weeks, and he'll have a lot more coming out of quarantine then as well, so I might try and do some more filming then. I'll do a bit more filming on that one. But yeah, very happy with his Akamatsuba. As I said, completely forgot what the breeder was. I will find that out because I would like to know. But yeah, very happy, and I'm going back again in a couple of weeks. So let me get these into their new home for now, and let them settle in for a bit. Okay, there they are. There's a good mix in there now. Some of these will be moved on next week. I think there's 3 of these going next weekend. Somebody's hopefully going to split them up next week, and that will give me more then for my next collection in a couple of weeks. But yeah, we can get the heat up in there now. I'm running around 20 degrees at the moment. I'm going to put the heater back on, just try and get it back up in here and get some more growth on these. But I'm very happy with these fish in here indeed now. Some absolutely cracking ones in here, I think. Okay, that's it for the bunker for now. I'm now going to get on. I've got some jobs still. I want to concentrate on some of my summer jobs. Now the spring and summer, now the weather's starting to brighten up more. I've got a few little jobs I want to get done on the pond. So, let's make a start. Okay guys, so before I do my summer maintenance, I need to get on with that. In my, I think it was Wednesday video last week, I put a video out on Wednesday, I think it was, I can't remember now. I mentioned about my moving bed. I've been asked previously to give an update on it and how it's working, because somebody was looking at building one. So what I'll do is I'll quickly run you through it and we'll have a look and see how it's been getting on now. I can't remember, at least 18 months, maybe even close to 2 years now it's been running. I'm sure it has. Can't remember, to be honest. But anyway, we'll quick run through how the setup works and if I think it's doing a good job. Okay guys, so this is my moving bed. It's all fed off the one pump, because I'm pump fed, which is down there. It runs down there, and if I can show you, well, it's actually down here. The pump is down there, then it runs off and it comes up to here, and 90%, maybe over 90% of it goes through to the Easy Pod, and just a little bit then goes through this one, which will then come up this pipe here, through here into this top section, which contains filter floss and my mesh bag, like a fine sieve bag, and it's a very slow rate. In fact, if I can get this off and I'll show you the rate, roughly the rate of the water. I'm not exactly how much is coming through, whether you can see. Let's have a look at this, get that down so you can see the water rate. There's the water running through. That's the maximum flow I have coming through this filter. Let's put this back. 1 second, bear with me. That's it. That back on there. That's the maximum, about the maximum I have going through this filter. Because it goes through there, down this pipe to the bottom of this one, then it'll filter through this one here, through all the bags of alpha grog in there, and then it'll come down that one to here, and it'll fill up into there and through. Now, depending on how your setup works, close that up. I've got mine set at a low rate, so it's got time to dwell in these filters, and it causes, if I have it any faster through the way mine's set up, because it's coming down through the pipes, it can cause air bubbles, which I don't want in there. I don't want any air in there at all, or as little air as possible for that type of bacteria that I want. and then it does what it needs to do through these filters all nice and slow, and then it runs through this pipe down into here, which then runs from in here. It then runs at an angle to the bottom, and it's angled into the bottom of my moving bed, which then gets the oxygen for a different type of bacteria. This is my return pipe. I have got it adjustable, so if I need to lower the water in here for any reason I can do, but it's movable if I need to. And with my mesh cage on the inlet, which is here in the bottom of the tank, the barrel, there is another one of these on there to stop any media going in, but it shouldn't do because the water's flowing in. Obviously this is where my trickle in system comes into play. I've got my trickle in there, and my trickle out is through my skimmer, is my waste trickle out. And obviously with this one I've got the air pipe here, which is a big, I think it's a 8-inch, is it 8-inch or 9-inch? Big air stone at the bottom, can't remember the size, 8 or 9-inch air stone. Did say in my video the build what size air stone I've got at the bottom, which as you can see is bubbling really well. And I went for this media, which is the Helix 13 media. I think it's a really good media, especially for moving beds. And as you can see, it's got a lovely colour to it, so it's maturing really nice. Yeah, so that then runs back through the return, which is here, and then it meets up with the returns to the Easy Pod, and they both come out of the same return there. And as I said, my trickle out is that, you can see down there's that little yellow pipe coming out the back of the skimmer, just there. That is my trickle out system to waste on there. So yeah, very briefly on that, so it works for me. Every system will be different, the way you set it up. Flow rates can be different. You can, this could handle a lot more flow rate through it, as I've got it through at the moment, but I do like more dwell time in this my Backy River style system I've got here. I do like it to dwell a bit more in that, that's why it's a nice slow system. I could handle a lot more through there if I needed to, but I'm happy with the flow rate it's got. This could handle a bit more of a flow rate, but because of the size of the pipe and stuff and the way it's set up, if it is up too high, it can start to build up a little bit, and I don't want it, you know, it can overflow. If at some point I have forgot, I turn it back on and this one's still closed, so the whole flow rate of the, what am I at the moment, my flow rate is 64, so 6,400 litres an hour going through this and the Easy Pod. If I forget to turn that off and leave that closed and I get it all going through there, it will overflow it, because this is only a small diameter pipe. So at that rate it never overflows, so I'm very, you know, that's how I like it, nice slow flow rate. And that's the same flow rate going through there, was obviously be coming back into here as well, but it's doing a great job. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my camera out, my endoscopy. I've got interest in myself. I'm going to stick it down the bottom, my camera, and see what we can see in there. I don't expect to see a lot, but hopefully I can see if there's any rubbish at the bottom, which it shouldn't be because it should be self-cleaning. So let me get my camera together and we'll have a look at it and see what's in there. Okay, so there's the video of the bottom, what's inside the moving bed. I said tiny little bit on the side I think that was on there, but that wasn't actually muck, that was just a bit of algae build-up which you expect, but it was only tiny amounts, so I'm very pleased with it indeed. So Kevin, I think that was your name, hopefully that helps you. I know you said you're going to build one soon, so hopefully that little bit of footage helped you and information, and good luck with your build. And anybody else who commented as well, so they'd like to have a look at it and ask how it's doing, hopefully that's give you the information you need. Any more help I can do with it, just contact me, let me know, and if I can help in any way, give you any information, more than happy to do so. So yeah, hopefully that helps. Right, I'm going to get on with my spring and summer maintenance that needs to get done. I think this video is going to go on long enough, so that'll be the next one. So that's it for now. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hit that bell for your notifications. Pop over to Facebook and Instagram. So until the next one, stay safe. Jobs are good.